Hi, I'm Mike at Northwest School of Fly Fishing, the Old Fish Hobo. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is on questions and answers, and I get a ton of questions throughout the course of a year and quite a few during every single week. And I have to answer these to the best of my ability and my skill and knowledge in fly fishing. But most of them are really subjective. And you know what? Almost all the questions I get are subjective. And that means there could be multiple answers, and certainly there's an exception to pretty much every question I get. But based on my experience and my knowledge in fly fishing, I'll do the best that I can answer these in a very scientific and logical reasons. Just makes it easier to just say from a science standpoint, this is how this should be done. Today's question is on how small a nymph should I be using during the winter, or what size nymph I should be using during the winter. And that's pretty subjective. Who knows what trout do? You know, we just don't know most of the time. But having said that, there is some science to that, and that is that during the winter there is absolutely no hatching or emergence going on except for one aquatic insect. That really hums it down to, or centers it into, one aquatic insect that we see almost daily on the river, and that's the midge. And the midge actually can, on many rivers, emerge every single day. So you'll see a hatch of midges almost every single day, 365 days. Certainly you see that on the Oregon River, the Oahe River. So what that means from a logical or scientific standpoint, we have to really look at that in terms of matching the size when we're nymphing. Now, the midge is sandwiched in the winter. And it's sandwiched by two aquatic insects, and that's the fall blue winged olive and the spring blue winged olive. And then in the heart of winter is only a midge. So you have these two mayflies that are sandwiching in the midge over the course of winter, say November, December, January, February, and into March. So we do see in the beginning in some sporadic hatches of blue winged olives until they really, in the spring, till they really catch on, and of course in the fall when they would just kind of die out. That being said, a blue winged olive is one of the smallest mayflies. In the fall they're size 20, and in the spring they're size 18. So getting back to what size nymph I should be using, it should be small. Typically midges run in the size 20 to 28 on many rivers. So that's what I'm fishing, and that's what I'd recommend that you do, is fish small. If you don't have midges to fish, whatever you fish with, fish small. At least use that as a strategy to start, and you can always make changes as you go. And that's from a scientific standpoint, or more or less a logical standpoint, that's the approach that you should take. However, there's, like I said, exceptions to everything out there, and I'm certainly one that likes to bend the exceptions. It's quite common for me to go on a river in the winter and toss streamers, and they're big. And I'm doing a plethora of stuff on the river, but from a strategic standpoint, what size nymph should I use during the winter? You want to keep it small for the most part, and I would say that size 18 for the mayflies and size 20 for the nymphs, for the midge pupa, is a good starting point, and that should get you going. For more videos like this, I would ask you to subscribe to Northwest School of Fly Fishing, our channel. Go visit our channel. There's a ton of videos on there that you'll enjoy. I'll try to be centered around this sort of thing, and you'll enjoy it. And by subscribing, you'll help me out too. I'll see you on the river.